Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, and what about you?
Pretty good, thank you. This is the test of International English Language Testing System taking place at BBC Global Education. My name is Divi Rayamaji. Can you please tell me your full name?
My first name is Susmita, and my family name is Dumre. You can call me Susmita.
Okay, Susmita, where do you come from?
I'm from western part of Nepal in Kapilvastu district.
How long have you been living there?
Since my birth, I stayed there.
Since your childhood?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you do at the moment?
Currently, I'm a student. I recently completed my bachelor degree in business management, and now I'm planning to pursue my higher education abroad.
Can you tell me the name of the institution where you studied your bachelor degree?
The name of my institutions that I completed my bachelor degree is Lumbini Barije campus.
That's okay. So, can I see your identification, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Well, in this speaking test, there will be three different parts: part 1, part 2, and part 3. Okay? In part 1, I'll be asking you simple questions on general topic, common topics.
Okay.
In part 2, you'll be given a topic, you'll have a minute, you will prepare a speech and speak at least 1 to 2 minutes. That okay? And in part 3, we'll discuss on a couple of topics. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, in the first part of the IELTS speaking test, I will ask you some questions on a topic. The topic is your country.
Okay, sir.
So, which part of your country do most people live in?
Mostly in our country, mostly people used to live in Kathmandu city, because if we evaluate the population, then there is generally high compared to the other cities, and mainly people stay there due to the reason of opportunities regarding the education and the job.
Okay. Tell me about the main industries there. What kind of industries are there in your country?
You can get several industries like cottage industries and many high level of industries, including the noodles factory and many handicraft items factory industry.
Okay. How easy is it to travel around your country?
Well, traveling in our country is very good and easy. Most of the peoples prefer public transport by road, and there are few peoples who prioritize comfort and choose the airways.
All right. Has your country changed much since you were a child?
If we see a different perspective regarding the services that public infrastructures provide us, including the road, transportation, communications, it has been also everything has been changed. So yeah, we can definitely say that from my childhood to till now, there is a lots of changes in that sectors.
Do you think the changes are positive or negative?
So if we see in context of environment, there are lots of negatives development. The environment is degrading day by day, and if we see in perspective of opportunities, there is lots of positive development. People are now get employed in different sector and get lots of opportunity to educate in to make them educate with higher level of education.
That's good. Okay, in the second part of the IELTS speaking test, I will give you a topic.
Okay, sir.
You have a minute. Make sure you prepare a short speech and speak at least 1 to 2 minutes. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Are you ready for that?
Yes, I'm
Yes.
ready.
Your topic is describe a well-known person you like or you admire. You should say who this person is, what this person has done, why this person is well known, and explain why you admire this particular person. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm
Okay, this is your topic. You can make notes if you like. Now your time begins. Okay, you can start your speech, please.
Okay, the persons who I know most about him is the KP Sharma Oli. He is a great politician of our country. He is well known for his several activities regarding the social sector, and he has performed lots of charitable functions and invest in different educational purposes. For example, you can see in last year the due to the disaster, lots of people have faces several challenges regarding the financial, and they even get shortage of the food. So in that times, the KP Sharma Oli has played a great role. He provided money money and food clothes to the victims who has been suffering in that disasters. Similarly, in the time of flood also, he has provided so many clothes and tent for as a shelter for the residents of our country. And similarly, the one things that I really admire about him is the coordinator natures. He has been very friendly with the youth of our country, and he has listened the voice of everyone who had been facing a challenges in recent years. So I think that was the main reason I truly admire about him, and in a future context also I will admire about his performance, and I will be very inspired about from him.
Thank you. Well, that's good. Well, now in the third part of the IELTS speaking test, we're going to discuss a couple of topics.
Okay, sir.
We'll first discuss famous people in your country, right? What kind of people become famous? What kind of people become famous people these days?
Nowadays it is very easier to become a famous. People just so social media about his work, doing some
By
charity.
using social
By
platforms.
using social platforms, they show up how they help to the needy peoples, and I think that can be really make them very well known. And due to the influence of social media has also great roles in making them well known. And by
Is it different from the kind of achievement that people made or achievement that made people famous in the past?
they are very,
Or is it same? Is it different from?
if we see analyze about the past and present, that is totally different.
Oh, totally different,
As I
yeah.
already told you, the influence of social media by doing small kinds of work also make them very famous. But in the past they have contributed to our the nations by involving in the wars. So I think the major reasons behind famous in the past was the contribution they made toward the nation, and nowadays just pretending to be a well-known by showing in the social media.
That's easy.
Yeah.
So, how do you think people will become famous in the future?
If we analyze from the past till now, then we can easily say social media. Social media has negatively impact on people. They just pretend to be famous and just doing some social work, just keeping mobiles in front of them and showing the people's like how I have involved in such activities. I'm very famous. I'm very good. Just by showing this, and people are becoming famous. So in the past context also, I think it will be the same. That
So, you mean to say that the social platforms have significantly contributed in making people so famous
Yes.
in no time these days?
this day and in the future also the context will be repeated same.
It will be the same.
Yeah.
All right. Until these kind of platforms exist.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Now let's discuss on another topic, that's being in the public eye. Okay. What are good things about being famous? Are there any disadvantages too?
Every aspect have its drawback, advantage, disadvantage. Every factors have its own. So in context of being famous, one advantage is peoples will truly admire that peoples, and you will be respected by everyone in the society. And if you talk about the drawbacks, then the peoples will be surrounded by the social media. He or she doesn't have any personal life. Everything will be published in social platforms. So I think this is the very disadvantage that the famous people has faced nowadays.
There will no private life of
Yeah.
the famous people. You want to say that?
Yes.
Okay. How does the media in your country treat famous people? Is there any specific way that social media treat famous people?
Yeah, if we see in our society and if we see in a social media also, nowadays the people's like
Social media actually do
most
something in favor of the famous
yeah
people.
if any famous people say just publish this, either it could be right or wrong, or it could be a false or correct, they will publish it just in favor of them. And in mainly the reason behind doing such things is the money.
Money.
For money, for the purpose of money, they just put false information in the social media and make them well known more and more.
Okay, why do you think the ordinary people are interested in the lives of the famous people?
If we see the luxury life of the famous people, then I think that was the main reason that peoples are nowadays from the poor backgrounds are more attracted toward such peoples. And the way they influence toward the social media, the way they present themselves in social platforms, the peoples from financial lower backgrounds, people try to pretend like them. They just imitate their habit, they imitate the way they live, and just pray for girls for having a same in the future.
Maybe they are influenced by the lifestyles,
Yes.
or they want to follow them, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. This is the end of the IELTS speaking test. Now I would like to take this opportunity to add some feedbacks, okay? First of all, I congratulate you. You have done a wonderful job of speaking. And so generally in IELTS speaking, you have to look into particularly 4 different categories or aspects of the assessment. The first one is fluency, pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary. I liked your fluency, right?
Yes, sir.
You could be able to maintain the flow of the speech. Pronunciation, you have had your own natural pronunciation. That's okay, that's fantastic. And words, you have been able to choose wide range of vocabularies in different parts of the test. But as far as your grammar is concerned, I find some grammatical mistakes. For example, when you started talking about answering the question, the part 1, the answer had to be in present, but you used one word, used to. Okay, used to normally is particularly talk about past, okay, other than like familiarity. And next one is, so answers are a bit direct in part 1, rather you should make the answers a bit more extended, okay. And in part 2, I find that there's been problem with the tenses. You were actually supposed to talk in a past tense, last year. If you say last year, you must use past tense, not has, okay? So, he has played. KP Sharma Oli has played. No, last year means he played. He played significant role during the time of COVID-19 or during the time of the earthquake. So, you need to use past. And with regards to part 3, everything is good, but while speaking, I noticed that you made some mistakes of concord. I mean subject, verb, and agreement, like people. It should be said people, not people. And people itself is plural. No need to add yes. Peoples, you say. So these are the common things that you need to improve in the days to come. I hope you will get a very nice band. I mean, I can give you 6.5 definitely. If you can look into these mistakes and work on them, I mean, I think you can get a band 7. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.